Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Han Solo. I'm Captain of the Millennium Falcon.
Bond.
James Bond.
Up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Say hello to my little friend.
Here's Johnny.
And here we go.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the 22nd installment of Snack and Chat. As you can see here, we got a good amount of news to talk about today, but as always, before we get to the news topics, I gotta tell you guys what my snack of the day is, and my snack of the day is peanut M&Ms. And I gotta be honest with you. I'm not the biggest peanut M&Ms person. I know. I love M&Ms. But for some reason, I was never a big peanuts M&Ms person. I mean, it's been a while since I've eaten them, and maybe if I try them right now, it'll be a different story. But I don't know. We'll have to see here. Got a green one. Not too bad. You know. Let's see. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. That actually wasn't that bad. I actually enjoyed that, but it was white chocolate peanut M&Ms, as you can see there. Excuse me. So maybe that had to do a little something with that, but oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness!
But yeah, they're actually pretty good. I recommend these white chocolate peanut M&Ms. But with that said, let's hop into this movie news. And our first topic of the day is You Got No Strings on Me. Pinocchio. That is right. Pinocchio is our first topic of today. And it was reported that Tom Hanks, that's right, Tom Hanks, is in early talks to play Geppetto in the upcoming live-action remake of, you guessed it, Pinocchio, which will be directed by Robert Zemeckis, not the Guillermo del Toro one, the Robert Zemeckis one that's going to be put out by Disney. And if Hanks is to take the part, it will mark the fourth time Zemeckis and Hanks worked together after films like Forrest Gump, Castaway, and The Polar Express. So they've had pretty good luck together, if I can say so myself. And I mean, this would be a perfect pick. I mean, you have a man like Tom Hanks, who is one of the nicest people in the entire planet, okay, who's going to play a big-hearted character like Geppetto. It just makes sense. You could really picture that. So I think that this could be a pretty good pick. And I mean, it's Tom Hanks. I mean, you can never go wrong with Hanks. I mean, it's Tom Hanks. So with that said, definitely leave a comment down below what you think about this Pinocchio news of maybe Tom Hanks is going to play Geppetto in this upcoming Disney live-action remake directed by Robert Zemeckis. And which one are you more excited for, the Del Toro version or this version? I mean, I don't really know yet. I haven't really thought about that yet, but leave a comment down below of which one you're more excited for. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic, and that is, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back 5 more times with John Wick. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, John Wick. And Lionsgate has confirmed that not only will there be a John Wick 5, but both John Wick 4 and 5 will be shot simultaneously. And this was something I wasn't really expecting, to be honest with you. But I think, and I also hope, that this shows that Lionsgate has a lot of confidence in this upcoming John Wick movie. And I wonder, with both John Wick Chapter 4 and 5, if that's what they're going to call it, with them shooting simultaneously, if that kind of hints at maybe this is a part 1 and a part 2, or maybe the 5th one picks up right after the 4th one. And we've definitely seen that in this John Wick franchise, obviously with the 2nd one and the 3rd one, and probably even the 3rd one and the 4th one. I'm not going to spoil anything, but they are expecting to shoot both of these movies I believe early next year. I think that's when my boy Keanu has open space in his shooting schedule. So we'll definitely see what happens there, and leave a comment down below of what you think of this John Wick news. And if you're excited for 2 more John Wick movies, and you guys already know I was a big fan of the third one, enjoyed the second one, and also really enjoyed the first one. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic, and that is Patty Jenkins. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the director of Wonder Woman and the upcoming sequel, Wonder Woman 1984. Now, Patty Jenkins has come out and confirmed that she will move on from the Wonder Woman franchise after the third installment. She came out and said, quote, Wonder Woman 84 gave me a chance to do a lot of things that I couldn't accommodate in the first movie. I was so happy to tell the Wonder Woman origin story. It was almost her birth, but we haven't really seen what she is capable of. It is exciting for me to show her at the peak of her strength, but it is also important that she fights an internal struggle. She is a goddess and tries to help humanity. She's not only someone who fights evil. She tries to show bad people how to improve. It's an interesting dilemma. The next one is probably my last Wonder Woman movie. So I have to put everything I want to show there. We have to think carefully. End quote. Now, I understand why Patty Jenkins would want to leave after 3 Wonder Woman movies. I mean, she probably wants to go off and do other projects. Or maybe she wants a break from doing 3 superhero movies, because that could definitely be pretty tiring. So I definitely see where she's coming from. I mean, do I think Warner Brothers is going to go past 3 Wonder Woman movies? I mean, I don't really know. She is a big piece of this DC universe here. She's a big draw right now. So I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. But I understand why Patty Jenkins would want to step away from the Wonder Woman franchise after the third installment. And I mean, we're still waiting for the second one. So, you know, we're still a long ways away from that. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic. And that is another superhero. And that is Captain Marvel. Now, it has been reported by multiple news outlets that the director of the upcoming Candyman remake, Nia DaCosta, will be taking over the directing chair for Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, and will direct Captain Marvel 2. Now, I haven't seen any of Nia DaCosta's work. I know she directed a movie a couple years ago. I don't really know the name of it, but I saw it like a 80-something or 90-something% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's pretty good. And then she's obviously directing the upcoming Candyman movie, and the trailer for it looked pretty cool. So I can't really say much on that, but as someone who really enjoyed the first Captain Marvel, I mean, I wouldn't have minded seeing Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck come back, but it's cool seeing Marvel diversifying their directors. Obviously, this being the first black woman director to direct a movie for Marvel. But again, I can't really say much about her work. However, I will be checking out her upcoming movie in Candyman. So, I mean, I don't know when that movie is going to come out and what's the deal with that movie, but whenever it releases, I'll probably be checking it out. So, with that said, let's move on to the next and final topic, and that's Mulan. That is Mulan. It has recently been announced that Disney's Mulan will now be released on September 4th on Disney Plus, with the rental fee of $30. Mulan will also be simultaneously playing in theaters, if theaters are open, and then which theaters are open, I don't know. Disney CEO Bob Chapek, sorry if I messed up your last name there, if you are watching, but he came out and stated, quote, "We thought it was important to find alternative ways to bring this exceptional family-friendly film to them," I'm guessing he's talking about the audience, "in a timely manner," end quote. How much of that is true? I mean, I don't know, but this is interesting. This is an interesting move by Disney, because, I mean, I feel like if this movie is to turn out really good, I feel like it would have made a whole lot of money at the box office, especially if it is to turn out to be pretty good. Plus, the trailers were awesome. The trailers were really, really cool. It's also interesting because Disney left a movie like New Mutants to still release in theaters, I believe, on August 28th, again, if theaters reopen. And I feel like Mulan most likely would have made more money than New Mutants would. So I wonder what the reasoning behind that is. I feel like New Mutants is more suited for a Disney Plus rather than a Mulan. So I kind of wonder what the reasoning behind that is, but I don't know. Even though I'd rather watch both New Mutants and Mulan in theaters because, nothing could beat the movie theater experience, you know what I mean? But when I first saw this news, I kind of thought to myself, oh no, is Disney putting Mulan on Disney Plus because they don't really have much confidence in the movie? So they were just like, I don't know, I don't know about Mulan. You know what? Let's just put it on Disney Plus, whatever. But then I thought to myself again, well, you look at another movie that was supposed to come out in theaters by Disney that they put on Disney Plus in Artemis Fowl. That movie was free. Mulan, you have to pay $30 to watch it. So I was like, okay, so there is that. Now the question comes up of whether or not people are going to go on Disney Plus and pay the $30 to watch Mulan. Now, I think with families, it's definitely likelier for them to rent the movie. I mean, if it's like a family of 3 or 4, it'd probably be equal the amount as if they were to go to the movies, maybe even less since they're not paying for snacks. I mean, so I think a family of like 3 or 4 or more, I think they're definitely the likelier audience to pay the $30 to watch Mulan. Now, is a group of 2 people or 1 person going to rent Mulan? I don't think that's as likely as a family renting Mulan. It depends how excited they are to see the movie. I mean, I might rent it because, it's been so long since we've had like a big movie come out like Mulan. I also don't really think this is going to be a big draw for Disney Plus. Like if somebody really wanted to watch Mulan and they don't have Disney Plus, I mean, I think they'll probably do like that 3-day free trial, rent the movie, and that's it. I mean, maybe some people are like, oh, Disney Plus is pretty good. Maybe I'll subscribe to the service. Not only that, but Disney really needs to start the marketing for this if they want people to know, be like, hey, Mulan's coming to Disney Plus. Disney's definitely got to start that marketing because I'm definitely seeing none of it. So there is that, but there's actually a lot of good stuff coming really soon. I mean, yeah, obviously you have Mulan coming out on the 4th, and that same weekend you got season 2 of The Boys, which is awesome. And not only that, but the weekend before you have Bill and Ted 3, excuse me, which actually moved up a week because of this Mulan thing, I'm guessing. But that moved up a week, so that's pretty exciting there. So yeah, a bunch of really cool and exciting stuff coming out. Oh, and New Mutants. Oh, and I totally forgot. And Tenet, if theaters are to reopen. Both Tenet and New Mutants are going to release within the next coming week. So a bunch of whole fun and exciting stuff. But even if theaters don't reopen and Tenet or New Mutants doesn't come out, you still got a whole lot of fun stuff to look forward to, like Mulan, The Boys, and Bill and Ted Face the Music. But to kind of recap, this is an interesting move by Disney. I mean, again, it'd probably make more money in theaters, but there are no theaters. And I wonder what the reasoning was behind putting Mulan on Disney Plus rather than a New Mutants. I mean, I don't know. And I don't really see this being a big draw to people signing up for Disney Plus. But again, you never know. Disney may shock the world. We'll just have to wait and see. So with that said, thank you for joining me on this installment of Snack and Chat. I hope all of you had a wonderful time as I did. And leave a comment down below of what you thought of all the topics we ran down through today. What you think of the Mulan stuff, the Captain Marvel, Patty Jenkins leaving after 3 Wonder Woman movies. We're getting John Wick 5, and we might get Tom Hanks as Geppetto. And don't forget to like and subscribe because, again, that's very important. And as always, in every single video, look out for the next video or review. And peace.